Good morning, students. Today we will start a new topic, that is respiration. Dear students, living organisms perform various activities, or we can say various cellular activities, and those activities अगर हम बात कर लेंगे cellular activities की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, they have been grouped into two categories. First one जिसको हम बोलते हैं anabolic activities, और दूसरा हमारे पास है that is called as catabolic activities. So what we have seen that cellular activity जो हमारे पास है, the living or they perform various activities, or we can say various cellular activities, and those cellular activity जो हमारे पास है, they have been grouped under two categories. एक को हम बोलते हैं anabolic activities, दूसरे को हम बोलते हैं catabolic activities. Now in anabolic activities, what we will see, what happens in this case, these are simply the biosynthetic. That means new substances are formed. Biosynthetic activities of the cell. Anabolic हम क्या देखते हैं कि simpler substances they combine together and they form the complex substances. While as in case of the, यहाँ पर आप simply ये भी देखेंगे कि in case of the photosynthesis, that is the anabolic, that is the carbon dioxide and water, when they combine together, carbon dioxide and water, they are simpler substances. When they combine together, they form a complex substance, that is the glucose. In case of catabolic activities, what we will see, it is the breakup process of the cell. Here we will see what happens. The complex substances they broke open to give rise to the simpler substances. Again, what we will see, these anabolic activities की अगर हम बात करेंगे, these anabolic activities, they are endergonic activities. That is, they are energy dependent. They are energy dependent. While as these catabolic activity जो हमारे पास है, they are exergonic activities. Exergonic means that they are energy producing. Exergonic activities means यहाँ पर energy produce हो जाती है. Now अगर हम इनका sum up कर लेंगे, that the sum total of these anabolic activities and catabolic activities, their sum, the sum total of these anabolic and catabolic activities अगर हम देखेंगे, the sum total of these catabolic and anabolic activities occurring anytime, that is called as metabolic activities, or we can simply call it as metabolism. Now we will see various types of these activities. They take place in the living organism. अगर हम एंडरगोनिक बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस, एनर्जी डिपेंडेंट प्रोसेस जो हमारे पास होती है इन केस ऑफ द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, दैट इज वी हैव गॉट सम एक्टिविटीज. फॉर एग्जांपल एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट, दैट इज एनर्जी डिपेंडेंट. अगर हम देखेंगे, देयर इज द लोकोमोशन, इट इज द एनर्जी डिपेंडेंट. अगर हमारे पास एक और है, दैट इज द सेल डिवीजन, there may be the growth, there may be the development, etc. All these are endergonic activities. Now, what we will see, अब जो इन एंडरगोनिक एक्टिविटीज के लिए जो हम देखते द मेन सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी जो इन एक्टिविटीज के लिए है इन द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म जिसमें प्लांट्स भी आते हैं, व्हाट इज द मेन सोर्स ऑफ दिस एंडरगोनिक एक्टिविटीज, जो व्हाट इज द मेन सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी इन ऑल दीज एक्टिविटीज, इन ऑल दीज एनर्जी डिपेंडेंट एक्टिविटीज इंक्लूडिंग द प्लांट्स इज respiration, which is simply called as cellular respiration. And it is during this process of cellular respiration energy is produced, and that energy is used to perform these various anabolic activities like active transport, like locomotion, like cell division, like growth, like development, like muscle contraction, like nerve impulses, etc. Now we will now, जो मैंने अब एक चार्ट बनाया था, इस चार्ट को अब हम we will now, जो हमारा मेन टॉपिक है, हाउ दिस एनर्जी इज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, उसी के मुताबिक अब हम स्टार्ट कर लेंगे. दैट इज ड्यूरिंग दिस, व्हाट हैपन ड्यूरिंग दिस सेल्यूलर रेस्पिरेशन. सो व्हाट हैपन्स इन दिस रेस्पिरेशन, ये अब हम डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे. दिस रेस्पिरेशन की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, इट इज exergonic activity. That means it is the energy producing activity. Second, it is the catabolic activity. That means here we will see the complex molecules, they are broken down into these simpler substances. Now in this process what will simply happen is there takes place the exchange of environmental, what happens there takes place the exchange of environmental oxygen and what we will see body carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide which is produced within the body. So what happens there is the exchange of environmental oxygen and body carbon dioxide through a medium, and what we will see in the inside the body, what happens there takes place the oxidation of glucose. There takes place the oxidation of food inside the body, inside the cell, that is within the mitochondria. Within the mitochondria, in order to produce the energy which is partly stored in the what we call as a high energy, which is partly stored in the ATP molecules. So what is respiration? Respiration is an exergonic activity. That means it is that which is the energy dependent, that is this energy producing activity. It is a catabolic activity, and what we will see, it involves the exchange of environmental oxygen and body, it involves the exchange of environmental oxygen and body carbon dioxide through a medium, and there takes place the oxidation of glucose to produce energy inside the, to produce energy, what we see जो oxidation हो जाती है, the oxidation of glucose, it takes place within the mitochondria, and to produce energy which is partly stored in the high energy bonds of ATP molecule. So if we write the reaction, what actually happens there, this is the glucose C6H12O6, it undergoes oxidation to gives us carbon dioxide, to give us water plus energy. So when we are going to, this is 6 times and this is 6 times. So this is the process, actual process जो reaction हो जाती है. And what we will see, whatever the energy that जो energy यहाँ पर बन जाती है, that is in the stored form, that is in the stored form and is must, because जो भी यहाँ पर energy release हो जाती है, it may not be required immediately. So we will say जो energy यहाँ पर produce हो जाती है, it is in the stored form, it may not be stored immediately. Second, अगर हम बात कर लेंगे जो this process, this is the exergonic process, जो हम देखते हैं कि whatever the endergonic activities they are going to take place, they may be away from this exergonic activity. So this energy, it has to be stored so that this energy may be taken to that exergonic activity place where this process is going to take place. This energy जो हम store करते हैं, it is mainly stored in the form of ATP molecules. Now जो whole phase है, जो whole process of respiration जो हम देखते हैं, it takes place in, there are mainly 3 phases इस respiration की. First one, there is the external respiration. पहला जो है that is external respiration. Second जो है that is the internal respiration, or we can say tissue respiration. And third is the cellular respiration. So what happens in these 3 different phases, we will discuss them in the next video. Until then, goodbye. God bless you. Thanks.